Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Today, we're looking at a paper trending on X, published on October 22nd, 2025, about 2 days ago. The striking result is that large language models can show motivational vigilance in controlled tests, with frontier models tracking a rational benchmark very closely. For example, GPT-4o reaching a correlation of 0.911. Yet this vigilance collapses on real sponsored content until a simple intentions and incentives steer boosts alignment. The paper is titled, Are Large Language Models Sensitive to the Motives Behind Communication? And the implications for model training are quite significant. Beyond the headline, the studies span finance, medicine, and real estate, compare many models, and reveal that chain of thought can increase social susceptibility, while short, focused inputs aid vigilance. Alright, the previous figure highlighted the big performance picture. Figure 1 introduces the evaluation pipeline with 3 complementary experiments. Experiment 1 tests whether models discount deliberate advice relative to an incidental observation, which signals different motives. Experiment 2 examines calibrated vigilance by varying a speaker's benevolence and financial incentives, then asking for an inference. Experiment 3 shifts to YouTube sponsorships, where models read transcripts and rate intentions, incentives, and product quality in a noisy, real context. Alright, Figure 1 set up the experiments. Table 1 reports average correlations across prompts and roles. Frontier non-reasoning models align strongly with the rational benchmark, with GPT-4o near 0.911 and human alignment around 0.943. Claude 3.5 Sonnet and Gemini 2.0 Flash follow closely, while Llama 3.370b is also high. Reasoning and smaller models drop notably, with O1 near 0.705 and DeepSeek R1 around 0.326, which signals weaker motivational vigilance. So, the previous figure set expectations for noisy sponsorships. Table 2 shows that correlations with the Bayesian model collapse near zero under default prompts, which signals weak motivational vigilance. A short steer about intentions and incentives raises alignment. GPT-4o direct user jumps from about 0 to 0.31. Claude direct user rises from 0.12 to 0.28, and Llama Cot user climbs from 0.03 to 0.15. Several gains are marked significant, so salience clearly helps. So while Table 2 showed vigilance collapsing in noisy ads, Figure 6 returns to the controlled counting task with diverse shapes and colors. The chart reports average proportion shift, which measures how strongly Player 2 moved towards social information. Models shifted more for spied information than for deliberate advice. The left cluster groups advice responses, where chain of thought boosts shifts, especially for GPT-4o. The right cluster shows even larger shifts for spied inputs across both GPT-4o and Claude 3.5 Sonnet. Alright, 2 takeaways stand out. Frontier models show strong motivational vigilance in controlled tests, closely matching a rational benchmark, yet vigilance degrades on real sponsored content. A short intentions and incentives steer restores a meaningful share of that calibration. The broader implication is clear. Deployment needs motive-aware prompts, training, and evaluations. Thanks for listening. I am Alex.